Alright, should be live. Set it to private for a moment. I gotta see if it actually works before I put it to public. Just gonna be testing out the vertical format, see if it actually works. I wanna know if it does work. It'd be awkward if it didn't, but this is the reason why I wanted to see it for myself first before I turn it into public. So let's go ahead and see what we got for the YouTube Studios. See how this looks for the live stream on desktop. Because then I'll try it out to see what it looks like on mobile. I'm not too sure if I can actually watch my own stream on mobile. Let's see. That looks normal. At least on the preview. Let's see what it looks like on live view on YouTube. Okay, it looks fine. Actually, it looks fantastic. Okay. So that's the thing. I'm looking at it from the desktop, and it looks fine on desktop. Okay, now another test. I'm going to see how it looks like from my phone, and then afterwards, I'll put it to public, and then everyone will get to see it. So this is a little bit of a preview before I even go public with this live stream. So let me see if I'm even able to see my own stream on mobile. Let's see, let us see. Can I do it? Can I go to YouTube and look at my own stream? Can I? Ooh la la. Looks like I can. Cool. Alright, I see the stream. It looks fine on mobile. So, there's that. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it off from my phone. There we go. Alright, that's done. I'm very ecstatic about this, honestly, because now if I want to do more Tube Simulator live streams, I could actually do it in this format. Part of me was afraid that it wouldn't work. I'm just talking to myself before I go public, so let's see how everybody sees this stream. Alright, so let's go to settings, and let's go public. There you go. Now it's public. If more people join in, that'd be fantastic. The only thing that I'm worried about is whether or not if my phone will actually... Well, I have two phones. I have my old phone, which is sort of paid off, and I have a brand new phone, which is also paid off, but I'm using the old phone to do the live streams. So, there's that. If I go get a brand new device, that'll be a thing in the future. So this could be a thing that I can do, because on the old phone, from time to time, it will glitch out and kick the connection from the USB-C to the HDMI cable. Like, it will just disconnect on its own, and it's very annoying when it happens during recordings. So I'm thinking that is the device that the port itself, the USB-C port, has been so worn out from unplugging, plugging back in, unplugging, plugging back in, that it just wore out and it just sometimes does not hold a connection. I doubt it's my computer. I doubt it's the cables, because I keep buying brand new cables every time that happens. Like, if it's just very, very constant, and it seems like it solves the problem for a while, but then it just keeps on happening. I have backup cables if I need them, so that's pretty good. So let's see, just refresh the page. Am I able to see the YouTube chat? Yes, I am. There you go. That's perfect. I'm happy about that. I know it's late at night, I'm probably talking to myself, but this is what it is. If people join the live streams, then I'll be able to talk to them as well. So, there's that. But the fact that I just wanted to test this out and see if it actually worked, and it does work, that's fantastic. I'm very happy about that. So, more than likely, I'll be able to do more streams like this in the future with mobile games. So, pretty cool. And let's see here, anything else? Anything else? Probably just add a description here and there. Just do a bit of, let's see what it is. Cool, that's perfect. Alright, and let's see. One thing that annoyed me earlier was that I tried to do a stream, and for whatever reason the audio itself got cut out from the actual connection. So I actually have to watch, or at least listen to the playlist now. That's gonna have every single song thus far with Tube Simulator, so that's gonna be the thing that you're gonna hear on repeat throughout the whole ordeal, which is pretty cool. I get to listen to all the old songs I haven't actually heard in a long time. Alright. Details, anything else that I need to add? I don't have a thumbnail, that's fine. I'll just put this in the playlist. There you go, fantastic. That works. I should actually make thumbnails for the live streams, but hey. I still like the fact that I could actually do it with this format and absolutely work, so I'm happy about that. That test in its own, successful. There you go, save that up. There we have that. Back to the other page. It's fine. That's good. There we have that. Not sure what programming language Pewdiepie uses. The graphic system is perfect for when they wanted to make a studio edition that allows for map building and level creation. Well, the thing what they use is Unity. They use Unity to make Tube Simulator, so if you know a lot about Unity, then you could work with that. The only thing about the whole chat system is that it could go bad real fast depending on who they invite to their community, but I would love to see Tube Simulator 2 in the future. It's funny hearing the actual Halloween music, even though it's not Halloween. It's like it's already difficult enough to moderate the room events, because one thing is that a lot of people like to just copy and paste what they've seen that worked previously, and so many people just click yes to voting that a lot of times you'll just see duplicate after duplicate after duplicate just make it to the top 100. Even with censors, that people always find a way to just bypass it. I forgot that I still haven't actually collected all the tokens, but still. I just wanted to just do this stream. I didn't not know how long it would be. I thought, like, honestly, for me, I thought that just putting on private, that it would just not actually work for this format, because I did not know whether or not if I could actually stream with this format using XSplit. I know people would rather have me use OBS, but I already paid for the lifetime subscription to XSplit, so I'm like, I might as well use that because I'm not gonna get that money back. But I just wanted to see if I'm able to do it, and well and behold, I am able to just do mobile streams with this, so I can just play mobile games in the mobile format, and it'll work. And vertical streaming on YouTube was brand new, so I wanted to see if that. If everything worked together, it would work, and yeah, it did. So I'm kind of lost. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of lost for the moment because I thought this test was not gonna go well, but I was proven wrong, which I'm happily be proven wrong. So mobile streams could be a thing for this channel, especially with mobile gaming. Now, if I get a brand new device just strictly for the live streams, then that'll be a thing. Yeah, Roblox. I've never played Roblox before. That's the thing. Because I know that someone already taken the account on Roblox. I'm like, I'm not going to play it. I can't even make my own account, so no thank you. Pretty sure that that account is very inactive. Or maybe I should, if I were to email support, will they actually give me the account? Or at least the username? Who knows? I'm not that famous enough. It's like I already have projects that I still need to do with Minecraft and other things like that. I even started on Power World, and I'm really into playing Power World, that I just want to see Power World succeed. And what's funny is that I just saw the not the update, but I saw a trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, which is gonna take place in Luminos City. So it's gonna be, I believe they call it the Kalos region. Kalos, how you want to pronounce it. It's gonna be that region, and a lot of people are hyped up for it, and then other people will be like, is it gonna be good or is it gonna be trash? Because we've all seen how Power World is making waves. So it's like, if Game Freak is gonna step up their game, now's the perfect time to do it, because now they've just been shown up by Pocket Pair, and now they have to try to one up them. It's two separate games, but the expectations are now there. So we have to see whether or not if Game Freak is going to step up the game, or they're going to give us the same thing like they've done before with little to no change. But who knows? Because the game is going to come out in 2025, so we have a full year to see how they're going to make their game. And I want to see how much Power World is going to do. Because otherwise it's just going to be another fad that just passes along, and then we just wait for a brand new thing to look at. But I will say that Power World is a lot of fun. Even with the bugs and glitches, I still have a lot of fun with Power World. I'm still trying to get to the max level 50. I want to capture all the pals. I want to just play along and see what's going to happen and how they're going to change it in the main game. I want to see what they're going to do with that giant tree that you can't even actually access to. I want to see what's at that spot. It's blocked off by an invisible wall, and it frustrates me that I spent all that time going over there just to find out that it's been blocked off. Still, it's like, if you want to make money, if you know how to develop, then you could make a Roblox type of content. Like, you could make a server, you could make a world. It's just like making a Minecraft server, just like Mineplex, iPixel. I'm old, so I remember those names on the top of my head, even though it's kind of defunct now. So, yeah, RIP, right? But if you know how to program, if you know how to build, if you know how to make a server, then you can make a lot of money off of that. Oh yeah, good old Call of Duty. Those were the best days. I miss those days. Honestly, it was just fun. The best part about some of the old games was to get out of bounds, just to see what's behind things that are, or buildings. Even though a lot of times it's just gonna be hollow and just there's nothing in there, you just want to see if you're able to do it. That was the main thing. Now everything is just blocked off by an invisible wall. You get to see, you could just see behind there just a little bit, but you just know you can't access it. What is up, second non-main? Welcome to the live stream. What's funny is that I was so adamant in not joining a modded lobby back in Modern Warfare 2, the OG Modern Warfare 2, that I spent so much time avoiding every modded lobby. Because anytime when I join it and I see that it's modded, I leave immediately. But when I joined one public match, I was not paying attention. It was just, looks like it was a simple match. I see one guy just running around the corner. I took him down. And then all of a sudden, I just see my level from level 8 or 8th prestige, like level 6 or something like that, just shot up to prestige 9. I'm like, no, no, no. I was so sad about that. I was infuriated and sad that I spent so much time avoiding all the lobbies just to be stuck in one lobby. It's like all of my time and effort just went down the drain. It's no longer legitimate. So there's nothing more I could do but just continue on playing the game, honestly, because what else am I going to do? At least it was not a well, what was it called? I forgot what it was called. I want to say demo lobby. Like, at least it wasn't that. Like, if you were to just take down a person right there, then you go from whatever level you're at to a negative level, because at some point that if you were to join one of those lobbies, it would have been so bad that you actually got demoted to negative level 1 that you couldn't even join anybody's lobby. You couldn't even join a playlist because you were technically not a real player. So the only way to actually join people was to be invited to lobbies or a team type of thing. That's what happened to one of my friends. He was not able to even play multiplayer because he was negative levels. So he actually had to be invited every single time just to be able to play multiplayer. Exactly. So I'm glad I didn't went to a demoted lobby. So there was that, because back then Modern Warfare 2 was the only game I had. Back then, where it took them a couple of years to make a brand new Call of Duty game, it wasn't every single year or even every single quarter. That it was not where it was Infinity Ward, and you have Treyarch, and then you have Sledgehammer, all making games at the same time. So after you get the first Call of Duty, like they did it, at least they did it yearly. Like, it was smart that they did it every other year type of deal, so that at least they have extra time to do it. But then it's just started to be like, okay, here's one Call of Duty game, 6 months later, another Call of Duty game, 6 months later, another Call of Duty game. It's just gotten oversaturated to the point where nobody even wanted to play Call of Duty anymore. Oh yeah, they took out campaign for some of them. When you said campaign, yeah, at least you could still play campaign on them as negative level 1. At least that's good. Because imagine you couldn't even play campaign. It would just be like having a brick system. And the thing was is that a lot of people demanded to have the old maps back, the old games back, like how it was before, with boots on the ground, instead of having to go to space, instead of having the mecha suits, instead of being like any other game that's just going towards the future. You could only do so much before it becomes the same. Like Titanfall, like it tried to be its own Titanfall at one point. And then when they bring back World War II as boots on the ground, people hated it. I never disliked it. I didn't like the microtransactions of that game, sure, but I had a lot of fun playing World War II. Like, I had a lot of fun playing that game. Like, I would just go for all the challenges, for all the skins, for all the other things that it can do for the time being. I just play to have fun. It's kind of funny how Modern Warfare 3 brought back a lot of the old maps from Modern Warfare 2, when Modern Warfare 2 should have already have done that. It took them that long just to remake the maps for that. They should have at least brought it back, but since it has to keep moving forward, then they're also taking steps back as well. It's like, a lot of people are getting exhausted. And they wanted to make Warzone the top #1 Battle Royale game that will last 20 years or something like that. I think it was like, they call it like a 10-year game. So like a game that would last 10 years. Which I would say that they were pretty successful on making Warzone. So if you were to just play Modern Warfare 2, then move on to Modern Warfare 3, you can still play Warzone because that's its own separate entity. You can see a lot of my old streams with Modern Warfare 2 at least, if that's what you want to see for a brief moment, just to see how it looks. But I didn't actually have 4K setup back then. I already have a 4K setup when it comes to the capture card, so now that I could actually play the games in 4K but still stream it at 1080p, because I don't think anyone will have the capacity to still watch something that's 4K. Some will do, some will don't, but just to make it easier on the servers, it's just better just to stream in 1080p. Even that's kind of pushing it for some servers. I didn't know recently, until recently, of how much it costs to stream a 1080p game or stream on its own for some of the Twitch servers and things like that. Like how much would cost for them to run that, dependent on how many viewers are watching that stream as well. It gets crazy. It's like they lose money by hosting these streams. It's kind of funny back then. I know, right? It's been a while since I've actually done a stream as well, so I don't blame you. I just did this as a test. The first 5 minutes was the stream on private, and I was just talking to myself. So once this live stream gets uploaded, you'll get to just hear me talk to myself, just thinking that, oh, let's see if it works. Okay, it worked. Okay, let me see how it looks on this end. Oh, it still works. So if nothing really goes bad for the stream, I could go back to doing PewDiePie's Stupid Simulator live streams in this format, because a lot of people are watching on mobile, so this will be the perfect setup for them. Because back then, when I did the streams, I set it to a desktop type of layout, so if you were to watch this on your tablet or a mobile device, it kind of looks shrunken, if that's the right word for it. Like if you were to watch it on desktop, it looks fine, but if you were to watch it on any other device, it looked bad. But that was the best I can do at the time. And now YouTube has introduced vertical streaming for mobile devices, so now I could actually stream Pewdiepie Simulator for your device, and it will look just fine. Like, it's just, I love this. I love that YouTube is actually just, what's the word? I don't want to say innovating, but I want to say that it's getting better, because they still have to compete with Twitch, and I have no clue whether or not if Twitch does vertical streaming. If they do, then I could actually dual stream to YouTube and Twitch with this. So I could just stream mobile games to both Twitch and YouTube in this manner. Not gonna lie, I would not think that they actually shadow banned PewDiePie. I have weird ways of pronouncing it, but if they actually shadow banned the term PewDiePie just for the fact that I've been making a lot of PewDiePie Stupid Simulator content, that would explain why that a lot of my videos do not get the amount of views that they do when they used to. I know I've fallen off, let's be honest. I've fallen off so hard, but at the same time, it's like, if I'm able to still enjoy making content and people are still watching content, that's what I'm going for. And yes, I know a lot of people want to see Operation Bedrock being done, and I really want to get back into it. I absolutely 100% want to get back into Operation Bedrock. I am just so exhausted from my current job that I just can't bring myself to actually going back to Operation Bedrock for the time being. At least I got Operation Dome completed. The only part of that problem is that I burnt myself out of Minecraft so bad. I was not focusing on Operation Bedrock 100%. I was focusing on trying to do some work with Operation Bedrock, Operation Dome, got to make some other videos to pass the time, trying to do a daily video, and at one point I was doing 2 videos a day, so 14 videos every week. I still don't know how I actually got that drive to do that while maintaining going to classes at the time, and as well as just working a job on top of that. Back then I was part-time, I was even full-time, but even then I was still getting a lot of hours for a part-timer, so I was pretty much working nearly every day at some point too, just as long as I don't surpass 40 hours, where otherwise it would have to give me full-time, and they didn't want to give me full-time, so they were just taking advantage of every little aspect that they can. But still, I tried, I got burnt out, and I just can't even look at Operation Bedrock. I'm like, I really want to get back to it, but I just can't bring myself back into it because otherwise it would just be more disappointment that I can't get it done. Like, I still think about it to this day, like, what could I have done differently to stick with Operation Bedrock and get that done? Because it should have been done years ago. It's the 12th year anniversary, or yeah, the 12th year anniversary is coming up real soon. It's gonna be June 15th. That's gonna be the 12th year anniversary. I have nothing to show for it. I have not even gone to look at Operation Bedrock on the console since then. Not gonna lie. I do want to go back to it. That is why one of the reasons why I say I want to win a lottery is to at least be able to quit my full-time job and just relax and take my time with Operation Bedrock. Because what else am I gonna do during my time? I have this project that I started back in 2012 and I have not finished it. And people do remind me that they love watching that series. They grew up watching that series. They want to see it done one day. So I'm like, that is what I want to do. That's going to be my bucket list. I want to get that done before I die. So that's going to be one of the things. I don't even care how pathetic that sounds. It's like, I started something. I got to finish something. I got to finish Operation Bedrock one day. So that's going to be... that's going to be my bucket list. That's gonna be funny though. It's like discovering a brand new Easter egg out of a 20-year-old game for the first time ever kind of deals. Like, it took 20 years to find this one Easter egg. Maybe it will take 20 years to finish Operation Bedrock. Yeah, I'm still active. That mainly I do Tube Simulator videos because it's really easy to make these videos in like an hour, sometimes 3 hours, depending on how slow I am on making the video. Not gonna lie, I do take my time with making the video, but that's because I don't want to rush myself into doing that. I have no idea if we'd be able to actually get netherite tools. Mainly is that the only way for that to happen is if we were to transfer Operation Bedrock onto the, well, Bedrock Edition. Kind of ironic that they call it Bedrock Edition. But in doing so, since it's not going to be a self-contained world, it's going to actually merge into the Infinite world, so that I've done a stream test before just to showcase it. Unless they've updated it recently, I don't know. But when I did it, it merged onto the Infinite world, and the edges of the world just merged into the creation further beyond the borders, and a lot of the areas just got encased in water because a lot of it was just, okay, we're gonna merge it with the ocean. We're gonna merge it with the lava area. So at one point, we were seeing dolphins just swimming from the edge and falling all the way down to bedrock level. But we can transfer it over to Bedrock Edition. It'll just mess it up. But at least from there, we'll be able to find the end and fight the Ender Dragon and go to the end and get some Elytras. I still don't know how to pronounce it to this day. But we'll be able to fly around. But if it actually was the case where it would just transfer the world onto Bedrock Edition and keep it as is, just no extra borders, no extra merging, it just keeps it as you see right there, then I would absolutely 100% do it. I know, right? Because vertical streaming is now on YouTube, so I wanted to test out streaming Tube Simulator, and lo and behold, it worked perfectly. And one thing about Operation Bedrock is that it was created within the very first month of Minecraft being ported, or at least released. I don't want to say ported, but is it a port? I don't think it's a port. Anyways, that it got its own thing going for Xbox. So it didn't have any jungles, no savannas, no end. It was just the bare bones. It was like alpha version. We were lucky enough to get villagers, and only in context recently. I don't want to say recently, but at the same time, it was just more or less that we finally figured out how to make our tools, where we could have infinite amount of tools. It's just we would have to do a lot of trading to get those tools. Because we already have a villager with mending, we have a villager with unbreaking, we have a villager that gives a pickaxe that has unbreaking 3 and I'm trying to remember the name. Unbreaking 3 and efficiency 3. So we could put mending on that, we could put the efficiency 5 on that, and we would have essentially infinite pickaxes to work with. I mean, console edition is still good. It's just they didn't want to have people updating it anymore. That's why 4J Studios was out of business in that regards to updating Minecraft. They work on other games now, they work on other projects now, but mainly for console edition of Minecraft, they did a wonderful job. They don't get the credit that they deserve for making brand new updates and putting it into the console edition. They worked hard on that. They were constantly updating the game every time. They just don't get enough credit for it. Oh yeah, they would actually make tutorial worlds too. Every brand new major update, they would actually make their tutorial world. They put in so much effort into console edition. I never actually played tutorial world, and I took it for granted. Because it's like, who needs to go play tutorial world? But no, I still appreciate the effort they put into doing something like that. They didn't have to, but they did. Excuse me. I'm drinking soda on the sidelines because my mouth gets dry. But still. Yeah, it's just mainly Bedrock Edition is just going to be like Java Edition, and it's just not the same. You have Console Edition, which no one plays anymore, except for a few like myself, because that's part of the challenge now. If I were to click... is it a clickbait? Well, challenge videos is a new trend. So if I were to make a challenge video saying that this is going to be on Console Edition where it doesn't get any more updates, this is the final line of where we're at, then that's one thing. Because Console Edition, Bedrock Edition, and Java Edition are all 3 different editions. They're all 3 different things. Console Edition stopped at some update. 360 has less updates. No, I'm wrong. 360 has the aquatic update, while the Xbox One Edition does not have the aquatic update, if I'm not mistaken. It was the other Xbox Edition that got it. So it just gets confusing after a while, too. Yeah, because I believe that on mine, I didn't get the aquatic update. Just because it wasn't on the actual thing. The Bedrock Edition is getting more and more updates. It's just still funny that the 360 edition actually got the aquatic update. And then they stopped. And what's funny is that I actually bought the disc, the physical disc of Xbox One Edition, just in case if the digital edition didn't work. Because what's funny is that you were able to transfer the Xbox Edition to the Xbox One Edition, all digital, and still keep your worlds. And then they took it out of the marketplace. So the only way to actually play the console edition for Xbox is to buy the physical disc. So that's why I went out and bought it. If you're not careful, or if you're not paying attention to the description, you may accidentally buy the Bedrock Edition version of Minecraft. So you have to be sure that you're actually buying the Xbox One edition. Because otherwise it'll just give you Minecraft for Xbox One. It's just so backwards of how that works. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of sucked. It's like, hey, at least you got an Xbox. This is what you wanted, right? You wanted Xbox. You wanted the Xbox edition of Minecraft. Here it is. Like, no, I wanted the Xbox One edition. That is what it is. No, it's not. Where did I put it actually? Because I know I have it somewhere. I see it. There it is. Okay, I see it. It's still insane of how this all worked. I see it. I have it. It disappeared. No. I see it. It's right there next to Diablo 3. I still find it funny with Diablo 3. Only because it actually had a major update when I played it again after a year later and had so much brand new content. I was so happy about that, but then after like a month of playing it, then I stopped playing it, and then Diablo 4 comes out. Like, Diablo in its own is kind of weird. I remember the controversy about the whole microtransactions with the mobile edition of Diablo, where you would have to spend like $170,000 just to be able to get the best of the best equipment. I'm like, nah, get out of here with that. But still. It's like, if I start playing that game, I'm gonna spend so much time on it. That's kind of one of the reasons why I don't want to play brand new games that is just extensive. Because otherwise I would find myself wanting to complete as much as possible. Like, get the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. And it's just never ending. Kind of like Power World for a moment, that I spent 3 weeks total time. I say 3 weeks because I don't actually play every single day. I just play during my days off where I'm doing a live stream, so it's just a brief 3 to 5 hours at a time. So doing that twice in a week, yeah, it took 3 weeks to finally get a second Kitsune that has Runner, Swift, and Nimble. So that's 60% movement speed, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you compare it to 0 movement, it's a huge difference that you're able to get to one place to another place rather quickly. Even though it's not a flying type, it's just a ground, just running on the ground type of deal, it still makes a huge difference, because Kitsune's ability is that while riding a Kitsune, you will not experience any damage from heat or cold. So you could just run through the desert, run through the tundra without any worries whatsoever until you actually dismount. I still want to see the success of Power World. I want to see what the main game's going to be like. So far, I'm level 35. I'm going to get to level 36 pretty soon, actually. Is that if I actually do another live stream after this one, it's probably going to be a brief 3-hour live stream. Just trying to get to level 36 just to build up again and maybe get that Anubis, because I want to get that Anubis level 47 that's in the desert. That's a boss I found out how to cheese that boss to where I could actually capture it. Because I tried after 1 hour of damaging it up to like 100 HP out of like 4,500. It decided to do an attack that made itself glitch into a wall and then just game overed. Like, after all that time, it's like, oh yay, I got 35,000 experience, but no, I wanted to capture him. Hatred gameplay livestream. Nah. All that controversy though. Get demonetized, get booted off of Twitch and YouTube. Nah. What is this one? I've never heard of this one before. Oh, it's an extended title. And that was made 6 years ago? I never knew this existed. Okay, you know, that's cool. 1 billion views and then canceled. Hopefully I get to keep their ad revenue for that. Like, maybe 1,000 people who are not using ad blocker. So I had to mute my mic while I coughed. Oh yeah, what's up Adam? What's up JTA? Sorry, I forgot to say hello. I'm so bad at live streaming. Because yeah, any ad revenue goes towards funding tree planting organizations. Nice. I'm so curious whether or not if Team Trees and Team Ocean is still going. Because that was the first thing that it reminded me of. And I want to know if anyone's ever done an update on that too. I don't want to be skeptical or cynicism or cynical, whatever you want to call it. But I do want to see any updates regarding the progress of both organizations. Because it's still insane to think that how far and how much Mr. Beast has done. He just started out with just making YouTube content, making fun of children. Just the bad intros and the bad videos and things like that. Then he does challenge videos, and then he progressed further and further and just gotten so massively popular that anything he does now is just millions upon millions of views. Oh, Team C's. Yeah, that's the word. That's the organization. I was close. I was half right. But still, like, it's good that there's organizations that keeps on going like that. And there's other controversies that I don't think I should speak on it, but if you know, you know. Because now, because of that, it's just now everyone's wary about charities. Let's leave it at that. I will say the only charity I've ever done beforehand, a long time ago, was St. Jude charity. I believe I raised a little over $100. I was trying to do a 24-hour stream, which it went well, but then didn't go well. It went well because we went over $100. But it didn't go well because during that 24 hours, just a lot of things were happening in real life that I actually had to leave for a bit just to see what the problem was. Back then, I don't know if I think it still happens where YouTube will only save the first 12 hours of the stream, so the second 12 hours was never saved. So that sucks. If I wanted to do that, if I wanted to actually have the full 24 hours, I would have actually had to have the whole entire thing recorded locally, which I didn't think I did at the time. And even then, I don't have that video anymore, but it's just the second 12 hours was never saved. Oh, so it's a search engine thing. Okay. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's gonna be always a thing with search engines. Because a lot of search engines will have their own biases, for lack of a better term, of how things work. Because, not gonna lie, I've never heard of Ocosia. And the only reason why I knew about DuckDuckGo was because of Twitter. Because I would always occasionally see the ad for DuckDuckGo. I keep missing. And I've only knew about Brave because of Philip DeFranco when he was sponsored by Brave. So sponsorships really are effective on advertising your products. Because apparently with Brave, they pay you to use their search engine. Or not search engine, web browser. Well, it could be a search engine too, maybe. I don't know. I never looked into it. I made an account, but then I never used it. Occasionally, I'll still get an email about it. It's like, hey, use our service. Like, no. No, thank you. Like, I get the appeal, but it's like, I just don't want to do all the trouble of switching over. Kind of ironic out of everything that I don't use Firefox. Like, it would make perfect sense. Still. Insofar, I have yet to find an actual egg. I'm just checking to see the progress right there. 73% battery life. Not bad, actually. let's see. I wonder. Like I said, I'm just happy that the test on its own is successful. View currency is broken. No, that's 14. That's 14.46 trillion. It'll be a while before that goes down. I don't know where you see the M at, because the cost is negative 126.56 million. Computer automatically went to 720p as the auto, so I'm just changed it up to 1080p just to see how it looks, and it looks clearer. Hey, someone pinged me. Who dumped it? Oh, okay. They just showed that they have a brand new room, and I see they have the icon. Cute. Oh, I see the context now. That they needed help recovering their account. They pinged me, but I don't work for Outer Minds. Unless... just let me be the guy who just makes videos and live streams for the game. Hire me, Outer Minds. Just let me do that. I would totally play Pewdiepie Simulator, Pixelings and Turbo Kid all day, every day, to the end of days. Or any other new project. Let Sordy be the mascot. Not the mascot, because Umi's the mascot. Secondary mascot. A company's allowed to have two mascots. I mean, like, look at Ronald McDonald. That's like 20 mascots. Down to 6, I believe. Maybe 7. Or even Sesame Street. They have so many characters that just have their own Twitter accounts. I remember the fact that people were saying, "Oh, look at this knockoff of Sesame Street," but it's like they were even like the official account responds like, "No, they are our friends." Like, don't be mean to our friend. It was like a wholesome moment. But even then, let me double check on something. There you go. Want to clear out any notifications, just in case. Alright, there you go. Just so that I don't accidentally reveal anything when I scroll down, just to see how much percentage of a life battery I have currently. Alright. Let me see where I'm at right now. Go to inventory. Where am I currently at? Maxed out on the umbrella, flamingo, picnic table, some burnt tuber. Still got a lot to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items to max out from Craniac. But still, I'm curious to know if there's going to be people who find this stream through the shorts recommendations, if possible. If they're looking at anything gaming related. Oh snap, we got Shinobi. Wait, no, is this Shinobi? I'm looking this up. Either I'm or no, this is warp drive carefully, isn't it? Yep, warp drive carefully. Second guess, I was correct. Is there an announcement? Let's see. Awesome. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna continue on doing this. I want to know how long the battery life lasts. The one thing I was kind of looking into was trying to buy a used, more recent smartphone, maybe down to the S20 possibly. Now we're down to the S24, but the S20 is going to be a slightly more cheap. So if I get the, let's say if I get the S20, then I could use that to do mobile streaming, because I'll be able to. Oh, there's a mosquito in my room. Am I able to kill it? Hold up. Okay, I think I killed it. I think I did kill it. I don't see it. Well, I really hope it doesn't actually come back with a vengeance. For a while, there was a mosquito that had been flying in my room, and it finally landed on the boom arm for the mic, and tried to flick it, and I just see it disappear. So I'm like, I really hope I got that mosquito. Yo, what up, Toasted? What was funny that last night, that when I went to go to the bathroom, there was 3 mosquitoes in that bathroom, and I did not leave that bathroom until all 3 mosquitoes were gone. And I was successful. It took a while, but I got all 3. Because the last one kept hiding. It would hide behind the... It would behind the curtain. It would hide behind the towel. The bathrobe. So I'm like, I just gotta wait this out. Finally got the last mosquito. It's like, it's so annoying having 3 mosquitoes fly around you. I didn't want to get bitten by a mosquito. It really itches. Moral of the story: see a mosquito, get rid of it. And I really hope that mosquito that was in my room earlier is gone. I legitimately don't see it. Because we're gonna go down to the season where mosquitoes are gonna be more and more often. That I'm probably gonna buy myself a bug lamp. At least it would kill the flies and the mosquitoes if the flies actually go towards the lamp. Because that was another thing that was annoying, is that it would be fly season real soon. One thing that did suck was that I wanted to buy, like, the fly traps, the ones that you actually have bait, but when I read the reviews, it's like, you're gonna have to put the bait away from your house about a good 20 to 30 feet because it stinks. It will attract flies around your neighborhood, so your backyard will be the hot spot for flies. So it's like the pros and cons of using that. Like, do I really want to experience having thousands of flies in the backyard? Like, nah, not worth it. If 5 or 10 or 20 just goes into the house, just use the trusty old fly swatter. But we'll see what happens. See how much of an annoyance they will be. Because earlier in the day, even though it was my fault, but I didn't think about it then. In retrospect, I should have actually just put the rice away in a container in the fridge, but it's like, it'll last the night. Come back the next day, and I see 3 flies just congregating in the rice. I'm like, no, my rice. I was gonna eat that. No. I had to throw the rice away. It was a sad day. Again, I should have just put it in a container and just put it in the fridge. But I was lazy and I wasn't thinking. I did not want that extra protein. Would rip rice. When I say bug lamp, I just mean the zapper. I forgot what it was called for a second. Well, hey, it actually went down. I lost 100 billion views. Is it 100 billion? No, it's 10 billion. Yeah, 10 billion. Yeah, okay. It does get expensive, though. And I still have the squeaky chair. The squeaky, creaky chair. As long as it's not broken. Not gonna lie, I actually wanted to get the Pewdiepie's chair. I wanted to see how comfortable it really was. But yeah, it is late night, and I know that people wouldn't be awake to see a stream. That is fine. It was simply a test to see if vertical streaming would work with the live stream software that I have currently. And that test was a success. So maybe after the stream, I'll go ahead and boot up. Okay, so there was a bit of a gap with that. I didn't know. Is that natural? Hold up. Yeah, that was natural. But yeah, I'll try to go ahead and boot up Pal World and get to level 36 there because I wanted to get that done. But I'll figure it out, see how more often that I'm going to be doing these types of streams. Maybe try to get it down to a good schedule. Back then when I did the Road to Lit level 999, I was so dead set on trying to get the levels done as soon as possible that I would wake up earlier in the day than usual, eat some food, and then do a stream for 2 hours at a time. Then after that stream, I would just go to work. Like, it helped out a lot. If I get back to doing that, then I would have to actually go to sleep earlier in the day. Because now with this full-time job, I usually don't get out of work until around midnight, and a lot of times I don't get home to around like anywhere between midnight and 1 a.m. Hey, there's actually a thing going on here. A little bit of a chiptune series right there. But anyways, hey, it's Craniac. I didn't know that the other one had lyrics in it. I thought it was just a remix. But yeah, now we have Craniac. Hooray! Back what I was saying. is that if I were to at least get back into trying to do 2-hour streams before work, that's gonna be a lot on my plate. Back then it was easier because I didn't go to work till around 4 p.m. But now I have to go to work at 3 p.m. because it's 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Granted that you don't always get out at 11:30 p.m. So let's say if I'm done with work by midnight, then get home around 12:30, eat some food, rest up a bit, go to sleep around like 4 a.m. I would say. Yeah. I would say around 4 a.m. if I were to go to sleep by then. I would have to wake up at 11, eat some food, start a stream by noon, then do a 2-hour stream up until 2 p.m. and then get ready for work to go to 3 by goodbye. I can't even say anything right. So wake up at 11, eat food, start the stream by 12, and then end the stream by 2. Then get ready to work before 3 to get to work and start the shift at 3. Yeah, that's gonna be a doozy. So no matter what, I'm probably gonna be getting 7 hours of sleep. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how this is gonna work. Although summers come by where it's gonna be where I'll probably be able to do a stream just before going to the park with the dogs. Because on my days off, I simply go to the park for a couple of hours at a time so that the dogs will get their exercise and they'd be able to sleep well at night. Sweep. Yeah, they do all the sweeping. Now, they'll be able to sleep well at night after about 2 to 3 hours of exercise. Especially myself. That's pretty much one of the other times I do get exercise. Just go to the park and walk with the dogs. I go at their pace because it's easier for them, especially for Star, because she is 12 years old. She's getting a lot better weight-wise. She's been losing a lot of weight in comparison to when she first started out. So she's been losing weight. That's been helping her be able to be more active. She is old, especially for a German Shepherd. 12 years old is very old. I'm hoping to at least have her live longer for a couple of years. Be fantastic if she gets to 15, but I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. And I'm well aware of that. And of course, if you have a husky, they are full of energy. And mainly I stay at the park for at least 2 to 3 hours because of my husky, because he is very much a handful. Afterwards, she sleeps like a rock, which is actually good, because at least she won't be awake in the middle of the night just wanting to run outside for a bit. But yes, they have a lot of fun at the park. Stars sunbathes and just walks around, rests up, and after she's ready to go again, we start walking, and then we take a break again after a brief moment of walking. So again, I go at her pace. On the bright side, Star's getting more active because she will get up. Back then, it was just a little bit more difficult for her to actually get back up from laying down. Like, she was reluctant to actually get up. But now that we've been going to the park more and more often, as soon as I get up and as soon as I start walking, she actually gets up thinking that we're going to go to the park. But it's like, no, not today. I'm sorry. I got to go to work. But it's still nice to see that she's able to just actually get up and start moving. What's up, Swiddle? What's up? I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but hey. It's either 50-50. I get it right or I get it wrong. And I missed. I wasn't paying attention. Mainly, it's just a simple test to see whether or not if the vertical format works with the streaming software, and it does. So I'm happy about that. If I were to stream mobile games more often, then this will be an option. It's just one thing I'm gonna have to do is stream earlier in the day. Because I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only days off I have currently will be Mondays and Tuesdays. And once the summer really kicks in, where I'm not gonna go to the park earlier in the day, and it would have to be late at night, I'll be able to do earlier live streams. Kind of looking forward to that. Even though the day lasts longer, but the heat in its own is just so bad for the dogs. I usually have to wait towards the evening to go to the park. Especially for a husky. So they're gonna be annoying me. I want to say annoying me, but they'd be on my case of why aren't we going to the park yet? Because they're so used to going towards the park around at least 4 p.m. my time. They're so used to going at that time, and when I'm not going to the park at that time, it'd be like, oh, what's going on? Why aren't we going to the park? So I will say that towards the summer, especially when it gets hotter and hotter, I usually go towards 6 p.m. Because at least the sun will still be out, but it's not going to be overbearing with heat because it'll start to cool down by then. I wonder how much bags of ice cost. Missing just one item. Let's go see real quick. I'm gonna go to our inventory. So prehistoric. Hold on. Double checking. Okay. So you got tusk, weaponry, leather tanning, trees, the dinosaurs, the 4-pack right there, the clay oven, the tar pit, the caveman child, 4 more dinos, the professor. Then you have the Flintstones vehicle. And 3 more dinos. Level 31, not bad. It's easier to level up now than it was back in the day when Tube Simulator first started. Because at least now you have Gobble. You could go through Gobble minigame, you could go through the quests, you could go through playing Puggle, or at least Craniac. At that point, I usually just go to Craniac, just go through the knowledge tree. What I would do, or what I did with my second account, which I have not gone back to it yet, is that I went all the way down to Cost Slider, get that done. Then go to Sponsors, Sponsors, Lucky, then down to Puggle Bling, Dust Bubble, and then VIP Craniac. It reduces cost to play Craniac by half. With that, that's what I did to gain levels rather quickly, because it's just less cost to play Craniac. Because at least then, afterwards, you could either go to Turbo Subs to get more subs from Craniac, double the amount of subs for Craniac, Brain Game. Each brain token is worth 2 brains instead of 1 in Craniac. And you don't necessarily need this unless you want better timing, but this is also decent. And then for Gobble, we have the need for velocity. And then artificial AI. And Bubble Power and Dust Bubble. Nah, you don't really need them, because once you start gaining Craniac, you don't need Puggle anymore. This is just if you want to 100% the knowledge tree. Because once you actually start getting towards level 75, what you will need afterwards, of course, you have Vader, then you have Grabber Magnet, go to Super Nitro, then Mega Crusher, Ultra Crusher, and then down to Lit AF, because you want to be able to get the levels faster, that you just get more experience for all the items you get, and just mainly, yeah, once you get to Lit levels at 75, this is what you want. So with a combination of Lit AF and VIP Craniac, you're gonna blaze through levels rather quickly. That Crafty is decent if you want to just mainly go for a game of chance, because it's always going to be 50% whether or not if you are lucky or not, which for me personally, I would rather just go get the item packs. I'll wait for the item packs to actually come up, mainly because you have a better chance of just getting the item from the item pack for the amount of bucks it is, versus spending the same amount of bucks on Crafty for a small chance of getting that one item you're looking for, because all the items are exactly the same in odds. Let's say if I want to get some flowers, like I would just wait for the pots and the flowers. I think it's just the potless plant pack, and I would just wait for that to come out for me to grab the items. Because otherwise I could spend $1,000 going for one item versus just $550 to get the guaranteed item. Let's see if I'm lucky. Why not? Let's go for it. What am I gonna get? A castle wall. Am I lucky? Yes, I am. What am I gonna get for this one? Waterfall. Alright. Am I lucky? No, I am not. So $35, I got 2 items. Not that bad, but that's only if I was looking for that waterfall. If I really want to do a live stream of trying to get every single item with the 50% chance luck, that would be something. Let's do it one more time. Hey, at least I got the roses. At least you get the first item of what you pay for, even though it is random. It's just after that, it's just bonuses. So the real luck is spending $35 to get that one item you want. So second item, tulips. I'm calling it tulips. Am I lucky enough to get a third item? Yes, I am. All right. What are we going to get? Flowers. More flowers. Alright. Let's see what we're gonna get. A 4th item. Okay, so it does not take it out of the pool. Okay, so I learned something new. It does not take it out of the pool, so you can actually get the same item over and over and over, theoretically. I would rather actually have it taking it out of the pool, so that I'll have a better chance of getting the other items that are still remaining in the pool. That's my opinion on that. Because if there's like 50 items and there's that one item that I want, and I have to keep going through the 50% chance to get that one item, but just finds out that all the items are not removed from the pool, it's just going to be less of a chance to get that one item. A 5th item. Okay, so it's impossible to get every single item because, again, it doesn't take it out of the pool. You can still get the duplicate of the item. But that's 5th item, so let's see. A 6th item. Alright, you know, I'm not going to complain. I got 6 items so far. Am I getting number 7? Okay, so it stopped at number 6. I got 1 guaranteed item and 6 free items. So 6 times 35, we're looking at a good 210 bucks worth of items. And they all happen to be plants. We were talking about plants earlier. But you could still spend, I think, either $350 or $450 for the plants pack and still get all the plants that you would actually get out of it anyways. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good luck. Can't complain about that. I'm still kind of iffy about the fact that it does not take it out of the pool, because I got one item twice. We're still looking at a 1.79 chance of getting the items. I just happened to get the one from the... Where was it at, actually? Yeah, this one, underneath the seaweed. Gotten that item twice. I hit the mic. I don't even know if there is a limit on the actual pack. Or not the pack, but the... If there's a limit of 255 for the special items, that'd be kind of funny. Because if you actually get to that point, is it going to affect Crafty to where it doesn't even include it in the pool? But who's going to get 255 of each item? I am not that insane enough to do it. Unless if I have unlimited bucks, then that's going to be a different story. Although I am a VIP member and I get 80 bucks a day, so that's at least 2 rolls a day if I really wish to want to go get all the items. Let's just say if I were to get every single item I can currently through Craniac and the shop, maybe I'll go for the special items. If and only if. But let's see if I'm able to do live streams for a living, because that's the only way I'll have all the free time to actually try it out. If I'm able to do live streams for a living, make YouTube videos for a living where I could quit my main job and just do this, that's what I'll do. Let's just do it like that. Automines, please sponsor me. Alright. What's my battery life at now? 56%. Okay. Not bad. We're also in the caveman songs now. Prehistoric. I won't lie, I've been really lagging behind with the events. especially with Craniac and live streams, because it's just I make the videos for the events and then that's it. But we'll see. We'll see if, as I do more of these types of streams, see if I can get back into the groove, because I've already been doing live streams on Twitch, especially late at night, because I know that there are a lot of night owls on Twitch. I just want to know if anyone's actually seen these streams from the shorts feed, because that's one of the other tests I need to figure out. So if by chance if anyone has been just seen my stream from the shorts feed, let me know. Whether it be during this live stream or after the live stream, if it's possible. Because who knows, maybe someone actually saw it, didn't look at it, and then they saw the video and then came back to it, and then they hear this moment and then they'll respond. Who knows? But I'm still curious enough if it's actually showing up in the shorts feed. At least the subscriptions tab is working, so I'm happy about that. That's the thing about YouTube, though. It's funny how the algorithm works on YouTube. It just works when it wants to work. Like the subscription feed, it'll work when it wants to work. The notifications feed, it will work when it wants to work. Back then, all you had to do was just subscribe and that was it. You didn't have to do the bell notifications, you didn't have to do all that extra stuff. It's just you subscribed, you see the person's video, and once they upload a video, you see it in the subscriptions feed, and then you can click on it. Because also when I used to do daily videos, every once in a while I would get a comment saying, "Hey, I didn't know you're still active." I'm like, I've been uploading videos every single day. How is it that you didn't see any of my videos? I almost upload at the same exact time every single day. The algorithm only showed the stream too, because yesterday I uploaded 2 videos. The thing is that it punishes the creator if the viewers are not interacting with the video. That's another thing they don't tell you. That's why some content creators will let you know, like, hey, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below to let YouTube know that you like this type of content. So if a video is not getting any interaction, then it's just gonna be not boosted to the algorithm, or at least not boosted to be shown in more feeds. They punish you if you're not good enough. Hey, I can literally see the little hearts. I can see hearts and I can see the 100. Whoever's doing that, thank you. I did not know that was a thing on desktop. I figured that it was a thing on mobile, but desktop, I could actually see the reactions. That is so cute. I don't know where it's actually going to show up, because on desktop, it's showing up by create a poll, which I completely forgot that was a thing. I forgot that you could actually add a poll and create one, but that's where the reactions are showing up. That's cute. That is absolutely cute. It'd be like, hey, if you guys are still awake, put a heart reaction. That's the thing they don't even tell you. I did not know this actually existed. That's cool. That's cool. Like, honestly, that's absolutely wonderful that reactions are actually shown to the content creator. Which also has a shorts feed with it, and your stream was the first thing that showed up. Cool. Now another test. I know I keep saying test, 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 because this whole live stream was a test on its own anyways. But someone outside of being subscribed to the channel, if they see this in their recommendations one way or another, let me know. Because at least, again, I'm absolutely happy that YouTube allowed vertical streaming. Because when I looked at that, the first thought that came to mind was, am I able to live stream mobile games with the vertical format? So I went to XSplit, tried out the mobile format, and I just did the live stream right then and there. I put it in private so that if it didn't work, then I just wouldn't stream. Like, I wouldn't stream that night, or at least now, technically it would be right now. I would have not streamed and I would have just gone to Twitch and do a live stream for that day. I'm just happy I'm able to at least put Sorty in the corner right there. That's gonna be my VTuber right now. It's just animated, just simply just doing its little dance for all eternity for every stream. Because I could just do this. Cover the whole screen. But nah. It's right there. That's the point. I gotta figure out how to do effects in real time. Well, I could do this, I think. Yeah, I could just do this. Although I have to do this manually. Saturation. Has gray. Oh, that looks cool. I like the blue crown. Who's that pixeling? It's Sorty. Deep fried. I'm having too much fun with this right now. I'm putting it back to normal. It's background. Oh, there's no background. Okay. Leave it at that. Like I said, I want to be able to do that at least in real time without having to really manually do that, but I'm still learning things bit by bit. At least Better Twitch TV has his own thing going on. Just don't know if it actually shows up in... Oh, hey, there's 7 TV. That's cool. 7 TV, Franker Z, and then we have Better Twitch TV. We'll add that their extensions are actually working towards, like, YouTube. If YouTube at least allows it officially, that'd be fantastic too. At least the only other way to get emotes, at least the Fox emotes, is to be a channel member. The only reason why I'm not really heavily advertising that currently, because I want to be sure that it's really worth people staying as a channel member if I'm going to be streaming more and more often. If I'm actually doing daily live streams, then I can push it to where I'm advertising channel memberships more and more. Like during the month of February where I actually had COVID and where I couldn't get back to work for a full month. Not gonna lie, that was really fun to doing those daily live streams, and that was the only other time where I actually slept in all day. Where I was actually gaining an actual 8 hours of sleep. Because I couldn't leave the house. Like, what else am I gonna do? I have nothing to really wake up early for. We did get a lot of work done for Operation Bedrock. And then after the whole thing where I had to get back to work, that's when it pretty much died down. I don't know why I'm instinctively going for the tokens. I don't need the tokens anymore. Hey, it's past midnight. One hour and 25 minutes. I forgot I actually got the rewards late. 51%. Not bad, actually. We're almost 2 hours in. I'll possibly do a stream for 3 hours. But it's fine. I'm just gonna go to that 2 hour mark. Then take a break. And then go to Twitch for Power World. Because I know it's late at night for a lot of people and I don't want to spam notifications. But yeah. It looks natural on the mobile devices, right, Evie? Like, no more shrunken screen for the gameplay. It looks natural on tablets, on mobile devices, just, yeah, no blurry pixels. So we essentially upgraded from widescreen down to actual gameplay. That's one of the things I was very ecstatic for, because I knew that this is going to be the perfect format for people using phones and tablets. Like, this is absolutely perfect for them. Even on desktop, it doesn't even look that bad. I'm looking right at it. It's just a simple vertical look to it. It is kind of zoomed in the sense that it's just pretty much scaling it up so that you're able to see it clearly. Is it 60 frames per second? I'm pretty sure I set it up to 60 frames. Yeah, it is 60 frames. 1080p 60 frames, 720p 60. When we look at the playback. Yeah. Thing was, I never did stretch it. Is that it just happened that I just had so much background to work with. That's why I just added the blank background, and occasionally I put the text on both sides just to fill in the space, but it looks fine on desktop, but when you're looking at mobile, it's shrunk. That's the only thing that was so bad about it, but people were cool with it, which I was very happy for. No one was really criticizing on how it looked because that's all I can do. There was nothing else I could have done. Otherwise, I would just have to zoom in on the gameplay, which didn't work out because it was already the proper format on its own. Because if you were watching on desktop, it was fine, but mobile, it just didn't work too well unless you were to go to landscape, which at that point it looked fine. But if you were trying to watch it vertically, then nah. So in a way, it still worked. I'm just overthinking it. Because I was thinking the whole thing about vertical, and I forgot that people could just watch it landscape-wise. But if they were to watch it landscape, then it would kind of be difficult to actually chat to people. Because you would have to go to vertical to chat with people, and then go back to landscape to watch the stream. So it was kind of a double-edged sword. So now you should be able to see it. How does it look when you're trying to chat, actually? That's one thing I forgot to ask. Like, how does it look like if you're trying to chat to people, or at least look at the chat screen, or chat log, or whatever you want to call it? Did I get pinged again? Oh no, it's an email. Well, technically it was still a ping. Oh, good old Reddit. No thank you, Reddit. Thing was that I only used Reddit just to post on Tube Simulator. That was the only reason why I got Reddit. I don't use Reddit for anything else, and I still get notifications and emails from Reddit. I'm like, no, I don't care about this. Get out of here with that. Squeaky chair. And yet, after all this time, I still don't have every single music item maxed out. I don't even use Quora anymore. I used to, but ever since they kind of went to like the paid wall format type of deal, where you actually had to make an account to see the questions and answers, I don't care for Quora anymore. Because ironically, now I just go to Reddit because I already got an account and I don't have to go through all the other garbage. It's just like if I have a question, I'll go to Reddit to see if anybody answers, because anything you can think of, somebody on Reddit has already answered that question. You only read the ones that you get from the emails. Okay, that's fair. I used to go to Quora every time I had a question, because apparently that was the first search result and someone has already answered. That's pretty much what it is. It's like, if someone has already answered it, then there's no other reason for me to look it up. I just go to the answer. If it makes sense, and if that's the one I'm looking for, then perfect. And now, at least, Bing answers my questions. Which is funny, because usually it pulls up the article, or at least the website that it got it gets its answers from, so it works out. Like whenever I'm looking up a question, like I'm trying to see like where does this spawn, and then Bing answers it because it's using Copilot or ChatGPT right there. It's like, you can find this here, and brings in a list, and then from there it actually sources the website that actually has the same answer. Like, it got its answer from that website, but it's just answering me in the search results. It's like, cool. I don't need to click on the website. Is that if I want to read more into it, then I could click on the website. But if it's just simply that I have a question, it got answered, that's the answer I'm looking for, good to go. When I answer the question, they say, oh, never mind, I found it. Thanks. But yeah, when I go to Power World, I'm going to get to level 36, make some hyperspheres, go to the desert, try to get that level 70, well, not 70, but 47 Anubis. And if you're still there, I'll show you how I am cheesing the fight, because it's funny. It was done accidentally. And then I'm like, okay, this is a good technique. I'm like, the funny thing was that the first time I tried it, that Anubis decided to get unstuck and do an attack where it made itself glitch into the rocks and it game overed. I'm like, no, an hour was wasted. It was funny though. I'm like, I knew this. I was like, I was just prepared for it. Like, I knew something wrong was gonna happen, and it did go wrong. So I'm like, okay, well, I got the XP at least. Like, it was my very first kill, even though technically it game overed itself. I'm going to be eating more candy. I know this is a random topic, but I've been having a sweet tooth lately. Is this extended? What is this? Oh, it's a vacation event song. Cool. But yeah. All thanks to Circle K. Not sponsored. But when you go ahead and buy the extra large soda, you could get one of their snacks for $1. I'm like, oh, sweet. So they would either get the jerky sticks, or now they actually have gummy worms and sour gummy worms. Like, well, let's try this out. For $1? Shoot. But yeah, I've been having a sweet tooth lately. Alternatively, if I want to eat a little bit healthy, then they'll actually have peanuts, and I don't think they have different flavored peanuts. But it was so bad that I actually bought a 20-pack of baby bottle pops. And that was before I realized that Circle K had their own candy that you could buy for $1. Oh, I have a pack of 20 baby bottle pops just sitting on the floor. Which eventually I'll get to, because it's been years since I've had one. And I want to know if it's any good as it was before. These ones, at least, they come with a plastic cap, so after you had a little bit of your cravings just satisfied, then you can just put the cap back on, and there you go. So I'm not gonna let it go to waste, because why not? If I want some candy, I got some candy. I'm a man. I'm allowed to have candy as much as I want. But nah. Not gonna lie. It's still nice to see this though. These are the smaller ones. These are not like the large ones you would see at a convenience store where it's at the checkout counter. So these are tiny ones. This one is, the net weight is 0.85 ounces or 24 grams. It's a tiny little bottle. 'Cause why not? And they don't expire till January 2025, so I have 1 year to be able to eat some candy. Because I don't know why I've been having a craving for candy. Because back then it was just craving for chips, and now I'm craving for candy. Like I said, these ones actually have a actual hard type of cap put on top. Kind of like a ring pop where they have a cap for the ring pop, so if you're done for the time being, then you can just put the cap on and then you're good to go. So this is watermelon. This one is cosmic strawberry. Then we have berry blast. What is this one? Oh no, there's only 3. No, there's 4. 5 flavors. Cool. Strawberry. Not bad with strawberry. And then the other one, last but not least, blue raspberry, my favorite. I've always loved blue raspberry. Yeah, and it even comes with its own silica gel. Do not eat, throw away. Forbidden candy. I love the fact that they included that in there, so that there's no moisture in the baby bottle pops, even though it's encased in plastic. I'm trying to put the baby bottle pops back. I can't do it now. If you take something out of order and try to put it back, you can't put it back exactly in the right spot anymore. There, I did it. But be a grandpa and put it in the jar for 20 years. Say, he's like, hey, you guys want some candy? I got some candy over here. These are called baby bottle pops. They used to make them when I was young. But still, you got the ring pops, you got the push pops, and you got the baby bottle pops. What was the one? I forgot what it was called though. It was the one that you like drip the sour. What would I call it though? I think it was called sour drops. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I'm curious though. Bing, what is it called? I think it's Juicy Drop Pops? Yeah. Yeah, it is Juicy Drop Pops. Yep, that's exactly what it was. I never had that one though. They still make them at least. Or is it discontinued? Oh no, Juicy Drop is still existing. Cool. I never had it, so I can't say for sure. I know I had fun dipsticks. I didn't really care for the flavor. It was just always the stick. That chalk. Like, I would just chew on the dipstick and that was it. And just pour the flavor. Just pour the flavored sugar just into the mouth, and then just, there you go. That's all you needed. You didn't need to use the dipstick. It was just prolonging. Just, you're getting rid of it little bit by little bit. The chunky stick. Chunky chalk stick. Alright. So once the song ends, we'll call it a stream for the time being. And then my next day off, I'll go back to possibly stream more. Hopefully have a better time management to try to get it done earlier, but it really depends on when I take the dogs to the park. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And when I eat and things like that, I'll figure it out. But I still want to thank everybody for stopping on for tonight's live stream. Thank you for watching this test. It was a success. I'm happy that we're able to at least get the thing done. I'm going to turn off the loop. Once it ends, it ends. Hopefully it doesn't actually autoplay different video. But yeah. So it was a test to see if I'm able to do vertical live streams. Oh no, it's gonna upload. It's gonna upload as is. It's automatic when it comes to YouTube. You could actually turn it off so that it doesn't actually automatically upload it. You can easily set it to private afterwards. But it'll save and upload it. So you'll hear the first 5 minutes of me just talking to myself to see if it actually worked. But yeah, it did work. I'm able to do vertical streams. So that means I could actually do mobile streams with mobile games and just have it like that for people who want to watch it on their phones or tablets, but still watch it on desktop. It still works, and I'm just happy that it works. So that's going to be a thing that could be a possibility for the future streams when it comes to Tube Simulator or any other mobile game that I upload or do videos of. So again, fantastic test. Very happy to see that. If you are watching this with the VOD, of course, if you're already at the end of the video, I want to say thank you. Be sure to subscribe to see more content in the future. Be sure to give the video a like to help support the channel. And if I'm getting back into more streaming or any other content, it's gotta let YouTube know that I still exist and people still want to watch my content, and see whether or not if we could take off from there. But either way, we call it night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I've been SwordKings90. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. And then as always, I'll see you guys next time in a new video or live stream.